grew, so did P&LE. This switch tower served the huge switch yards just north of West Aliquippa.
Sports of every variety have played a major role in the lives of most Aliquippians. We can boast of many members of our community that have become famous as a result of their beginnings in Aliquippa sports. From sandlot to semi-professionals, we have had them all. Pickup games were a very common form of entertainment for the youth of our community. Almost every vacant lot was the site of a sandlot field. Some of these sandlot athletes will later star for the Aliquippa High School teams. This photo is of the 1936 Aliquippa High School football team. A very common way of organizing and supporting teams was through business, church, and civic sponsorships. We had football teams sponsored by the Wilson Furniture Company, the Plotnick Furniture Company, the Friedman's Tailors, and the Hoffman Drugstores. Baseball teams sponsored by the Panther Club of West Aliquippa and the C&L Supermarkets. The Lochstown Mission Church sponsored a basketball team that became league champs in 1933. Community sponsorship of athletic teams were very common. The Cardinals baseball team from Station Street and the girls softball team from West Aliquippa are examples. J&L's Bluey Mill sponsored a championship basketball team in 1937 that featured two future professional athletes, Chris Maravich and Pete Suter. How can we talk about Aliquippa sports and not mention Duffy Antonucci? He was a familiar face at Aliquippa sporting events for many decades. The Indians were our semi-pro football team featured in this 1934 photo, taken in West Aliquippa. I was a member of this team that was undefeated and unscored on in 2 years of regular teams play. My fellow team members are pictured left to right. First row, Altador trainer, Nick Gratson guard, Frank Pastine tackle, John Sersel back, Joe Senafoni guard, Andy Mastich end, Stump Romo guard, Frank Jacopino guard, Lucidor end, Joe Perillo back, Mike Barr end, Pat Servi manager and treasurer, James Servi advertising and publicity. Second row would be Mike Chink Wallace, center, Paul Pipey Smith back, Miller Markovich back, Murphy Servi tackle, Nick Todd back, Charles Shepard tackle, Frank Musovich tackle, George Kalitz back, Al Crevar back, Al Piccarilli center, Francis Bates end, Pat Manfredian end, and Joe Eunice back. This team played before thousands of spectators on the Crow Island field in West Aliquippa. The 1949 Aliquippa High School basketball team brought us our first state basketball championship. The team is posing here with all the trophies they won during that memorable season. There were countless celebrations and cheering fans such as this enthusiastic group from Lochstown. A photo of our undefeated champions after another hard-fought victory. This happy occasion is a banquet honoring the 49 champs at the Quitpian Club. Legends in Aliquippa sports are many, but none were closer to our hearts than Carl Ashman. Mr. Ashman began his career in Aliquippa in 1941 and retired in 1964. During that time, he had 3 WPIAL championship football teams and was honored in 1965 by the Dapper Dan Club of Pittsburgh. Carl Ashman was a beloved figure in Aliquippa, not only for his contributions to sports, but also for his kindness and humanitarian deeds. Our stadium bears the name of this local legend.
It is fitting that we bring our walk down memory lane to a close by focusing on the 2 National Historic Landmarks that our community proudly claims. The P&LE passenger station was constructed in 1910 and still serves a vital role in Aliquippa as headquarters for J&L Structural. This elegant building served the public for many years and continues to be an active part of the Aliquippa community today. Our other magnificent historic landmark is the B.F. Jones Memorial Library. Founded in 1926, our library was presented to the people of Aliquippa by Mrs. Elizabeth Horn, the daughter of Benjamin Franklin Jones. This building stands as a tribute to her father who is one of the controlling partners of the Jones and Laughlin Steel Corporation. Established to serve the emerging multicultural community of Woodlawn, the library continues to serve the greater Aliquippa area today. As the library approaches its 70th anniversary, we can reflect on the code of conduct written for behavior during School Visitation Day on February 4th, 1929. Come into the building with a feeling of appreciation for this most beautiful building, the finest of its kind in the country. Appreciate the fact that we are going to be provided with a public library through all the future years. The library is for everybody. All are invited to use it. There are wonderful books here, and we want everyone to enjoy these and all the new ones through the days and weeks and years to come. These thoughts to appreciate and cherish should apply not only to our magnificent landmarks, but also to the people and the memories of our community. By revering the past, we are able to respect the present and thus ensure the future of our unique heritage.